Hi guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really easy and simple Christmas tree. Now this only actually cost me 50p to make, and that's because of the tissue paper here, and that came in a pack of 5 and that was £2.50, and as I only used one sheet it's only actually cost me 50p to make. Now all you need is a big long stick, obviously from outdoors. I've got this nice little block, but you can use part of a log or any leftover pieces of wood and just paint that white or anything. Now I've also got this little tea light holder that's going to go on the side, and I always use little plastic ones because I don't ever like anything flame, you know, anything to do with the paper and things. So I always use that one to be safe. So if you want to know how I made this one, keep watching and I'll show you how to make it. First of all, we're going to need a white piece of paper. I'm just going to fold that in half. Then we're going to draw like a bell shaped image onto the paper. A nice little image on there, and then we're just going to cut that out. And that will be your bottom piece. Now we need 2 of these, so place onto another piece of paper and draw around the image and cut that out. Now the bottom bit, you can leave it straight, but I'm going to put a wavy line onto it. So this is the folded one earlier. I'm going to do exactly the same again. And whatever curve you want, or you can leave it straight. Cut that out. And we'll put the same onto there, onto the other piece of paper. So now you have your 2 same shapes. Now you need to do this with the next lot, so I'm going to have 5 tiers. So the next one's going to be smaller, and the next one's going to be smaller, and so on and so on. Now to try and get the same shape for your next one, the leftover bit that you'd cut off your piece there, we need that bit. So I'm going to fold another piece of paper, and we're going to use this as our template for all of the other skirts, I'd say. We're just going to draw that. And we're going to cut that out again. So now this is going to be our template, and what we're going to do, probably going to go about 1 centimetre in. I'm going to go there. I'm just going to follow the line. So this is going to be our template for our next one. So that will be the next one. Let's move another piece. We're going to need 2 of these, and it's just exactly the same as what we did before. When you get to the smaller ones at the top, save paper, you just use the one sheet of paper, and then you can draw 2 out the same piece of paper. Now I keep the scraps of my paper because I hate to chuck anything away. And again, cut them out. Now we have all of our pieces. Here are all the pieces that we've made. We've got 5 different levels. I think that's turned out really well. Now as you know me, I love hearts, and I found this tissue paper from John Lewis, and this was £2.50, you get 5 sheets for that. So I'm just going to take out these sheets. So the front of it, the shiny little bits, they're going to face down. So what we're going to do, we're going to use all of this. We're just going to use our little bits. We're going to PVA them, and then we're going to stick them to the back of the tissue paper. And all the edges are all done, and you can just place it down, and then so we don't waste any of it, then we can place them all around. Now we'll let all these dry. Next you'll need is a wooden block or a spare piece of wood, or a part of a log. It doesn't really matter as long as it goes with your theme. And I've got a long stick here, nice thin stick. And you can choose whichever length that you want. And I'm just going to use a drill bit, which is more or less the same sort of size as your end of your stick. I'm going to find the middle bit of the log, just so we can centralise the actual stick. So that's where we're going to pinpoint. So all we need to do is drill a hole. So we're just going to put some glue in the hole. We're going to place the stick inside. For the star on the top of the tree, I'm just going to use a cookie cutter. I'm just going to use this as an outline. Now I've got 2 pieces of paper on this, so hopefully I should cut 2 stars. I'm going to use a tiny bit of PVA glue. We're going to put a pencil in the middle, because this is where it's going to go on the stick, and place the star on the top. We'll leave that to dry. So now we've got that on the pencil, let's put it on there. We're going to put some PVA on it. And then we're going to put some glitter onto it. We'll wait till that's dry and we'll repeat the other side. Now that these are all dry, we just need to cut them out. All the shiny little hearts. So do all the rest as well. These are all our shapes all cut out, front and back. And what we're going to do, we're just going to put some glue down the sides here on both sides, leave a gap at the top because we're going to thread the stick through the middle and then secure it when it's actually on the stick. And glue on the other side. Now that the sides are glued, there's a little opening there and right for the middle. You need to do that on all of them. Now that we've got all of our sections already now, we're going to assemble the tree. So just place the bottom one, the largest one, over the top, and where you want your base here, I'm going to just put a bit of glue on either side of the tree, and then I'm just going to press it together, and that should hold it into place. And all we're going to do is just keep going with the next one. Place down and glue. One. And then your star from earlier, just put a little bit of glue on the top. And then for added detail, we're going to to use a tiny little house just to place on the bottom, and a tiny little candle. Now I wouldn't put a real candle in there, I'll just use a plastic one, and you can place that inside there. And that's the end result, and I think it's turned out really well. Another one of my speciality sort of things, which is really cheap. In fact, I think I'm going to probably make another 2 and to have a nice 3, so when it's on the table at Christmas time, I'll have a nice arrangement. If you've liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you've really liked it and you're new to the channel, then consider subscribing. And don't forget to press that notification bell, because that will let you know when I've made my next creation.